the current gossip around you is that you have changed. You're no longer the person that you used to be. You're also very cutthroat and cold in some form or fashion. They see you as a person who could be stoic or hard to read. The gossip is that you're no longer giving second, third, fourth chances. As soon as you see something off or wrong or red flags, you're out of there, or you're cutting that person off cold turkey with no real warning. So people have a hard time even approaching you because of the guard that you have up, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I feel like it's weeding out people that have ill intentions, because just the energy that you're giving off is someone who's not playing any games. People are seeing you as an individual who's closed out major cycles. The gossip is that you've left a lot of things behind, a lot of people, a lot of coping mechanisms. Some of you had certain addiction issues. Doesn't have to be drugs. It could be anything that you were doing excessively, whether it's excessively putting other people first above you, or just doing anything not with moderation. You've closed out those imbalances. And also, word on the street is that you were losing a lot of money because of certain habits or people or situations that you were surrounded by. But now that you've essentially taken care of that problem, you're starting to gain more income, more resources, more opportunity. It's like people are talking about how you've healed from a situation that was detrimental to you, your health, your well-being, and you're also seen as someone who is in the public eye. So some of you may be in a spotlight in some form of fashion. You may have your own platform, but you're focused on things that are stable. So the gossip is that if something's coming to you and it's not stable, you're not going to entertain it. Yes, you may sift through it a bit, but you're going to let go of anything that's going to essentially jeopardize the stability that you built for yourself. People can see that you have something growing, whether it's a business, a career, an idea. They saw you as somebody who was very nurturing and compassionate, but now that nurturing and compassionate energy is very limited to those who deserve it, because you've learned what your self-worth is. You have certain expectations now that you did not have before. Now you have certain decisions about who you want to have in your life, who you no longer want to have in your life, because whatever toxicity was keeping you bound, whatever patterns you had that were keeping you bound, you've overcome them with the assistance of your spirit guides. So people can also see, the ones that have done you wrong are fully aware that you have some sort of energy or protection or even ancestral ties that have shown them that you're not the type of person to play with, because whatever traps they had set for you, they inevitably ended up falling into their own traps, or they basically dug their grave. And now those people that mess with you, they're dealing with karma in their own way. The gossip is that you used to basically operate out of fear. You made decisions based off of fear, but now you have overturned that and you're making decisions out of love. Some of you people know that you have some sort of new love coming in. If you don't already have a relationship that's nurturing, that's compassionate, that suits you, they even see you as possibly egotistical, like you're too proud, or that you think that you're better than everyone, or that you have some sort of gigantic ego, but that's not even the case at all. You've had to build yourself up from the ground. When you did have someone who shattered your self-esteem, you basically built it back up all by yourself. They saw you as someone who essentially had an issue where love made you blind. It made you not see through people's false concepts, or you didn't see through the illusions because you were kind of somewhat blinded. But now that you're fully aware of the experiences that you've been through, you don't give people the benefit of doubt anymore. It's like as soon as someone shows any signs or any red flags of just being essentially like a liar, deceitful, manipulative, you don't tolerate it at all whatsoever. You're also not sorry about how you're behaving. So these people that are saying that you're changing, it's because you cut them off with no real warning. They thought that maybe their schemes could work on you a little bit longer, and you definitely set that straight. And so now they have this like energy of trying to deflect their own aura onto you by saying that you're toxic, that you're distorted, that you have this like karmic way of dealing with people, but that's actually themselves. You do have some people that are also apologetic. They may not have the guts to come up to you and give you that formal apology, but they are sorry, mostly because of the fact that they no longer have access to your energy, and the fact that your spirit guides are beating these people up behind the scenes, destroying their relationships, destroy whatever stability that they had, whatever items or situations that they put above you, with the expense of harming you. All of those things are being taken away. And in the past, you may have been seen as like the clingy lover who was too attached, who may not have given people space. But I feel like that energy has now flipped. And now the people that you've left in the past are now clingy towards you, even if it's just mentally, where they cannot get you out of their mind and they're constantly thinking about you over and over again. things have changed. With I'm leaving them, please be patient. Certain people do want to leave connections or situations that they're in to return to you, but as soon as they try to come back to you, they're gonna have to deal with this sword. They're gonna have to deal with the truth. They're gonna have to deal with possibly being rejected. And so you're skeptical now because of people. You're very sharp in like noticing changes in behavioral habits. And people also see you as someone who could be a little bit, you critique people too much or you give a lot of criticism. And it's not because of the fact that you're a hater. It's because you have a lot of experience and you want the best for people, but they take it the wrong way. But those that did take it the wrong way, they've not met lovers who don't care about them, who just let them operate and behave in whatever manner. And all that energy basically has come back full circle. And they're wishing that they did have someone on their side like you, who at least cared, who tried to, guide them towards the right direction, but they took that for granted. So now they don't have you anymore. And now people were just left in like dysfunctional situations, wishing that they could return to you, stuck in their own addictive habits that they need to let go of. But overall, it's like you're learning to love yourself, or you've learned to love yourself, and now you're attracting true love in your life, but you still have decisions to make. So you can still go down the wrong path if you decide to. You can still do better for yourself. Everything is simply decisions. It's just choices and free will.